On today's video, I'm going to show you the best method of adding a rubber waterproof seal when you're building a shower. Maybe you're building a shower niche, maybe a shelving system, anywhere that you're trying to protect against water, you're going to be using today's materials. So that includes this fiberglass tape by a company called X-Fasten, and then this rubberized black liquid. It's called the liquid rubber waterproof sealant. So this liquid rubber is a waterproof sealant. It's very easy to apply. It's got very good UV resistance. You basically paint it on. So you want to apply maybe 3 to 4 coats of this. And it bonds to pretty much any surface. Use this on roofs, gutters, ponds, planters, foundations, or anything else. Now when it does bond, depending on the type of surface, it will form a rubber membrane over it. So technically, if you do lift it with a knife, it will just kind of peel off. Because again, it's just creating a coating. It's not actually becoming part of the surface. It's recommended not to use this in areas that are going to have lots of tractions. For example, if you want to paint your staircase going into the basement, because right now it's cement, you probably want to do maybe 3 to 4 coats. But if somebody were to scrape their shoe on one of those steps with this coating on, it may come off. It's really meant for surfaces under tiles or stones or things of that nature. Like you would use a rubber membrane if you're building a shower, for example, and you have the water mold resistant drywall, the green kind. You would butt them, and anywhere there is a screw, okay, you would put a little bit of that rubber compound where the screw is, and you would cover it with a little piece of that X-Fasten tape. Then you would put another coat of liquid rubber proof, and then that would make sure that that screw, that hole, was at 100% waterproof. And you would do that for pretty much every little hole. Also, you would put all the rubber on the joints, all the joints of the wall, at the top, on the side, again on the drywall, and you would repeat the process. You would put the tape on top of a layer of rubber, and then you would put another layer of rubber afterwards. And once that's dry, you can go and apply your tiles. It paints just like regular paint, so you're going to need a paintbrush, gloves, and some protective eyewear in case you get it in your eyes. If you do get it on your skin, just simply wash it off with some warm water and some soap. It will dry kind of matte of a finish. Now I have tried a couple of different ones, and this seems to be the best one for small applications. So let's show you how it's done. So the first step is make sure there's absolutely nothing on the surface. Maybe use a vacuum or blower. So now let's grab a paintbrush and our tape. The tape, you're probably going to want to cut it. This does come in different thicknesses. So we're going to take this and we're probably going to cut it in half because we're not going to need too much. It's thick. You can see that it's not really running that much. So let's go and start applying it. So we are going to basically just kind of tack it just to make sure we get enough on both sides where we can put the tape on. It kind of smells like asphalt. It's pretty safe to paint without a respirator. That's one good thing about it. This is very similar to Red Guard. Put it anywhere that you put a screw in, for example, here and here, because we want to make sure that if the water does penetrate the tile and the grout, and it happens to sit here, that it's not going to go underneath the screw, right? So here we're going to paint it because this is where obviously there's a big hole there. So we want to put the fiberglass tape right in there as well. So you can use regular scissors. It cuts quite easily. Very, very interesting material because it's super strong, but yet it cuts really easily. Once you have your strips, you basically press them in right here. We're going to basically kind of do it like that. And then we're going to stretch this whole thing out. And then we're going to take the brush and go over this. And we're going to continue the process pretty much on every single joint until we're done. All right, so here's what it looks like when it's dry the next day. It actually turns black from brown, and it creates basically this rubber coating across your surface, right? So definitely worked pretty good. Now again, if I was to be painting steps, I would definitely probably go and do another coat and put another layer of fiberglass if I had joints. Otherwise, this is pretty much ready. So the next step is tile glue. We are using the Acryl Pro right here. And we're going to put some wet instant grab no more nails adhesive as well, just so it has that extra grip. So we're gonna go and do 2 right now. So now we do need to obviously cut in the rest of them, but they all kind of fell apart and they're all right here. So we're just gonna fill these in. So a tip when you're doing a mosaic and you need a flat surface, because they do tend to bow out, I put a straight piece of tile and then I'm putting some dumbbells over top of it. That way all of them are being equally pressed down while they're drying.